Hey everybody, welcome to KUIU Live, our second live product release in 2016. We've got a great package of products we're going to share with you today, and I'm excited about this because it rounds out a lot of accessories and products using Peloton and Kenai that we've been lacking in the lineup. And last year we introduced Peloton to you, which is our new knit program that uses Primeflex yarn, no elastic, which is a huge advantage as far as weight and moisture management and durability of our products. And we've had a great response to Peloton. And the knits has given us the ability to really round out our headwear program, round out our base layer program on the bottoms, and then we've introduced Kenai into a bottom that I'll show you today as well. This is going to be a pretty quick introduction. We're going to run you through all the products, and then we're going to get to some questions. So if you have any questions, type them in. Love to answer them. Pat's going to pull together the most common questions. Those of you who have seen this before, I will go through and answer, and we'll be giving away some free product here at the end. So stay tuned all the way through, and those that are still logged on have a chance to win some product. I'm going to start today with some of the Peloton base layer bottoms that we've introduced, and you're going to see them here, here on the body forms behind me and next to me. I'm going to start off with the new KUIU Peloton 130 Boxer. And this is designed in an athletic build and design of a boxer, that it comes fairly far down on the legs, as you'll see, with a large cuff. We did this because we wanted a boxer that wouldn't ride up. It's got a fly, it's got a articulated fit and a gusseted crotch. So it's going to fit and move with your body really, really well. It's also going to avoid those legs from riding up. And we did it in Peloton versus Merino. We've had a lot of requests for Merino bottom. We've tested the Merino, downside to Merino, because it's hydrophilic by nature. It pulls moisture into the fabric and holds moisture next to your skin, and it can cause some irritation. Peloton does just the opposite. It's hydrophobic, there's no elastic. It makes a great base layer next to your skin on the bottoms and makes a great boxer short. So I'm excited about this. We've been testing. I've spent all last season wearing them. Couldn't be happier. A great addition to our lineup last year was this continuous fiber 3DFX that Toray introduced to us, and it's allowed for really breathable insulation and what we call active insulation. And we've taken that same technology that's been so popular in the jackets, and we created a bottom. And we did this a little bit different in the Super Down pant, and we made it a zip-off bottom like our base layers. People like the flexibility to be able to zip this thing off and zip it off. Zip it on, zip it off, depending on the temperature and the conditions. And because it's active insulation, because it breathes so well, there's no coating on this fabrics, we made it as a bottom that you really kind of wear next to your skin like you would a typical base layer bottom like we have with our Merino program. And so this is fully removable. For those of you that have worn our zip-off bottoms, like similar to the Super Down pant, but you can zip this off and remove it without having to take your boots or gaiters off. It's also why we have a shorter length to these, so that your socks cover the lower part of your legs and the bottom doesn't go into your boots or your gaiters. And so we did that with the Kenai. It's a great product for colder weather hunts. It breathes really well, so it works well in high exertion output, so you don't get clammy and have that issue you have with typical insulations. We did a Peloton 130 zip-off bottom as well. Again, with Peloton, really, really amazing moisture management, zero elastic. And this stuff is literally dry coming out of the spin cycle of a washing machine. If you wear it, you'll never wear anything that dries as fast as this product. And so we did a zip-off bottom. And we also did a 200 weight zip-off bottom as well. And those of you that have used our Peloton 200, you felt this fabric. It's really amazing. It's got a jersey face, it's really durable, a brushed fleece back that is incredibly comfortable and lofty. And for the weight, it gives an amazing amount of warmth. It's got an incredible warmth to weight ratios. And how we look at insulation properties, that's a really, really key factor. So great addition for your mid to late season hunts, zip off style, so you can take them right off without having to take your boots off. The part of Peloton that I'm most excited about is our headwear. So I felt like we were really lacking on our beanie program with the guide beanie, and also been able to roll into like balaclavas and warmer neck gaiters, because we just didn't have the fabrics to do it with, which we do now with Peloton. So we worked on some new designs and concepts, and I'm going to take it from really the warmest beanie down to our 130 beanie, which is going to be for warmer weather conditions, moisture management. But we came out with the 240 beanie, which has an articulated shape. So it's going to come up across your forehead and down around your ears and the back of your neck, as you can probably see here. What's great about the 240 fabric is it's a bonded fabric. So it's wind resistant by construction. There's no membrane, so you're still going to have breathability through it. But it's going to give you that wind protection in cold weather. Then we put in over the years, so you can hear better, the 200 fabric, which is important because 240 fabric is going to limit your ability to hear. And so that gives that coverage on the ears without giving up noise reduction. And then the shape of this thing, being anatomical, makes it incredibly comfortable. And it's a beanie you'll put on and literally never want to take off. It's an outstanding design. It's got a stretch panel back here, so you get a nice firm fit, but not an uncomfortable, restrictive type of fit like you may have had with other beanies. So we came up with, we took the 200 fabric that I was talking to you about with the jersey face fleece, the microbrush backing. We've come out with another beanie in that weight. This one's more of a standard cut beanie like you'll find with our Merino beanie program. And we made also a nice kind of mid to late season neck gaiter, so you can turn this into a balaclava by using your neck gaiter and give yourself protection. And this is a great addition to the lineup for your colder, later season hunts. We desperately needed this in our lineup. Something else we've had a lot of requests for from our customers, which you always appreciate your feedback on new products, is the balaclava. And this is made out of 200 gram Peloton fabric. So you've got the jersey face with a brush fleece on the inside. So you're gonna get great warmth and great coverage around your face. And those of you that like a balaclava, this is as good as it gets as far as fabrics and materials for balaclava. And again, this is a nice addition to those later season hunts. And then we took the 130 Peloton fabric and we've put it into a beanie and a neck gaiter. So those of you familiar with the Merino headwear and neck gaiter program, very similar, except it's going to be in the Peloton fabrics. And then the final product that we're talking about today, which is a product that I created for myself, really. Hopefully you guys will see the benefit to it as well. But that's arm warmers. And something that I've used before in cycling and training is the ability to be in long sleeves as it gets hot, transfer into short sleeves. So I created a arm warmer out of the 130 Peloton. So when you're in your hot weather hunts and you're hiking out during the middle of the day, you can just pop these off, put them right in your cargo pockets, and now you've just gone from long sleeves to short sleeves. Same concept of what we've done with the zip-off bottoms. And now you've got taking your short sleeve Peloton, turn it to long sleeve when you need it, and back into short sleeve when you don't need it. And it's that flexibility that I think is important with these types of products. The other thing to think about with the arm warmer is that it makes a great sleeve over bulkier materials if you're shooting a bow and you want to keep anything from potentially hitting that bowstring when you release. And those arm warmers slide right up over the top because of the stretch and make a great sleeve protector for your bowstring. So this is what we wanted to cover today, what I wanted to cover with you. It's great to get these headwear programs rounded out. I'm really excited about the Kenai Bottom for those later season hunts and active hunts where you need some insulation, but you need the breathability. And the boxer shorts, you can run camo boxers, which I know all of us have always waited to run camo boxers every day. So now you've got your favorite camo patterns and something that you can wear to work every day underneath your pants and be more KUIU. And I love it, and my kids want camo boxers as well as they've seen me wearing them. So really excited about these new products and these new programs for KUIU. I think they're great additions to what we need, and look forward to having them out to you guys. I think you're going to love them. So I'm going to go ahead now and get the questions from Pat that you guys have typed in, and then we're going to give away some gear. So let's get into those questions. Thanks, Pat. All right, good question. Why Kenai versus Super Down? Why zip-off bottom? Why zip-off bottom versus a pant-like Super Down? And Kenai, as we've talked about in the past, it's an active insulation. So that means it's because it's continuous fiber, we don't have to coat those fabrics. So we don't limit any breathability. So you're going to get no clamminess, no buildup of sweat or moisture underneath that insulation, unlike super down, where we have to coat the fabrics to keep the down from coming back through. And that coating limits breathability. So if you spent time in the super down hiking, you typically get pretty darn sweaty underneath it. It's really better to stay in your pack until you're going to sit down on glass and put it on. So that's the difference between Kenai and super down. And we put Kenai in a zip-off bottom versus a pant-like super down because it is active insulation. It is something you can travel and hike in. So you're going to probably want to run it underneath your attack pant or guide pants in colder situations. So how does the 240 beanie compare to the guide beanie? So those of you who have a guide beanie, this is going to be a nice upgrade for you because of the articulated fit, the wind resistance, and the comfort you get from a knit. So I think it's a great addition to the lineup. Certainly the guide beanie is a good product because it's soft shell, a great product. This can be a little bit better fit and really a more versatile product. How does max spec odor control treatment compare to natural antimicrobial properties by Merino wool? It's a great question. And Merino wool is great because it's made up of a keratin protein, which is antimicrobial by nature. So it's naturally antimicrobial, as a lot of you know, and why we love it. Max spec is an interesting antimicrobial treatment. I've looked at every antimicrobial treatment that's been on the market over the past decade. This one performs better than any I've ever tested. So last year, hunting in Nahani Butte, if you've seen that film, I hunted in the same shirts, Peloton shirt, using max spec for over a week and never had an odor problem. Typically, I'd get a shirt that would last a day or two that was synthetic and have to bring a change. And I didn't have to change it at all. And that type of results from that product have been consistent from our customers and other people here at KUIU that have tested it and used it. And it's by far the best antimicrobial treatment that's out there on synthetic fabric. So really confident in it. Merino, Peloton, it's kind of a personal choice in my opinion, whether you want what type of fabric you want next to your skin. I've really gotten to enjoy the fast drying properties of Peloton personally. There appears to be different fabrics used in the Peloton line. What are the primary differences? It's a good question. Peloton 130 is a next to skin fabric. So it's using Primeflex yarn, has zero elastic. It's designed to be next to your skin and really wick the moisture off of your skin, which it does incredibly well and dries really fast. The 200 is a jersey faced fleece. So that is going to give you some insulative properties. The jersey face is going to give you some abrasion resistance and avoid burrs and things like that that a typical fleece would pick up. And then the 240 is a bonded fabric. So it's going to give you wind resistance by construction. It's going to give a little bit more warmth, and it's going to be a little bit heavier weight. So it's going to wear more like a soft shell type of product, but a little bit more stretch because it's knit. So you can wear it a little bit closer to your skin. So I think that answers those questions. Why is elastic so bad? You didn't catch that explanation. So it's probably somebody new to the brand, but we have been preaching this since day one is elastic's heavy, it holds moisture, and it wears out over time. Elastic and spandex are the same thing. I believe in using fabric innovations and technologies that avoid elastic. Toray is the leader in this, and how they have created Primeflex yarn to stretch and recover with zero elastic. And that's the big game changer for a lot of our products is this patented yarn that Toray has created that is such a great revolution to stretch technical fabrics, the fact that we have zero elastic. So from the beginning, the first kit that we came out with at KUIU, we took 4 pounds of elastic out of it from the previous brand's similar kit that I had created, and that's significant. And we've increased performance. So that's why elastic's so bad. When would I use Peloton accessories instead of merino wool accessories? Again, this is kind of a personal preference. Fabrics are inherently different by nature. Merino wool is hydrophilic, meaning it's going to pull moisture off your skin into the fabric and then evaporate it. There's advantages around that for hot weather and cold weather. And then Peloton's hydrophobic, so it hates moisture. So it's going to take the moisture off your skin and try to get rid of it as fast as it can. So it's going to typically dry faster. And again, it's a bit of a personal preference. Neither of them are bad choices for mountain hunting. I really like Peloton because of how quickly it dries for my body type and what my skin likes next to it. So I think that's all the main questions. And now let's give away some product. So we have 3 prize packages today, and it's a collection of products because the accessories by themselves aren't necessarily all that significant, so we want to package some stuff together and really benefit the winners on what they won. So first prize package are the 130 arm warmers, the 130 beanie, 130 neck gaiter, 130 briefs, and 130 zip-off bottoms. And that's going to go to Don Cotter, who lives in Holbrook, Arizona. Congratulations, Don. You're going to love these pieces, especially being in Arizona. 200 beanie, 200 neck gaiter, 200 balaclava, 200 zip-off bottoms, which are one of my favorite products we have now, is going to Brett Garlow from Kearney, Nebraska. Congratulations, Brett. And then we have a 240 beanie and a Kenai insulated pants. And this is going to Heath Cook from Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. Congratulations, Heath, excuse me. Congratulations on those. So customer service will be contacting you. We'll figure out your sizes and colors you want, and we'll get those off to you. So hope you found this presentation of these new products valuable. I'm really excited about them. It's going to really round out a lot of our kits. I know it has for mine. And stay tuned. We have more KUIU Live coming this spring and more new products on their way soon to be released. So look for the announcements. And we'll see you next time here on KUIU Live.